Hey guys, it's Treasure and welcome back to my chest. Look at my hair. It's so cute. Anyways, I need to talk about something today that have shook me to my core. Usually on Fridays I post the passion for fashion videos, but let's be real, this week I did not focus on the passion for fashion. I focused on my passion for YouTube. I've done a lot of shit this week. I think it's been 3 days in a row that I'm literally spending all day making shorts and scheduling them into the fucking content calendar. And I started posting on Instagram today. Reels. I didn't check it, but I posted, so I'm doing good. Anyway, so if you guys have been kind of keeping the updates on me and watching my old videos, I have mentioned multiple times that I've been trying to like get out of my head with my content and everything, but sometimes it's hard because I had this pressure to get monetized before a certain time, since right now I'm unemployed and I'm relying on the money that the government gives me every month. What happened today? My roommate, when we first started getting the help from the government, was told that we had a year with the money. That's what she was told. When I told my mom about that, she was just like, this seems iffy. Usually it's like 36 to 42 weeks. That's kind of weird that it's a year. But I was just like, Mom, like that's the girl from like the government that told her it was a year. So my mom kept telling me to call myself and just to reconfirm, and I never did. Because I was just like, well, she called and that's what they said. So like, why would it be something else? So I never called. I never confirmed. And fast forward, I'm doing my YouTube shit. And then, like I'm complaining sometimes that it's not as far as I thought that it would be, But that's just what it is. I love to complain, but I've been really more like positive recently. But anyways, I'm getting off track. What was I saying? Yes, so my mom kept telling me that I should check, and I never checked. And last week, if I'm not mistaken, my roommate got half the money that we are usually getting sent. So we just looked at each other like, what the fuck? And we were a bit confused. And I started getting a little bit scared because I was just like, I signed up after her, and why is she having like half the money that she's supposed to have out of the blue with no warning? So I was just like, oh, maybe that's gonna happen to me. Then I get my money and that's not what happened. I had the normal amount. So I was just like, okay, maybe because I'm late on the payments compared to her, I signed up after, maybe I'll get like the half payment like in the next one. So she tried to sign up today and it told her she wasn't allowed to have any more money. So when she told me that, I was just like, is this a joke? Because again, the government told us it was a year. Apparently it's not a year. So I had to call the government myself and check my account, and I asked, and I was asking, does this mean that like I'm gonna have like another payment that's gonna be half or whatever? And the girl's like, oh no, you're allowed 36 weeks and the one you just got this week was your 36th. So yeah, I'm out of help from the government officially. And the money that I have right now is all that I have left. So my ass is a little bit stressed. I'll be honest, I'm not as stressed as an older version of myself would have been stressed in this situation, because I have gotten really, better with trusting the process, trusting the universe, knowing that everything happens for a reason and that everything is divinely timed. And if I didn't blow up or have a little bit more, actually just monetize my channel before, it's because it wasn't meant to happen before, I'm not saying, I've said it before, I'm not saying that I want to be rich from one day to another. My goal is just to at least get monetized and get paid enough to pay bills. That's it. Just so I can just focus on my YouTube channel and keep doing the, unemployed, working on the stuff that I want to work on. Because let's be real, I wasn't made to go to a normal job. And I don't want to go back to a normal job. And I've said it multiple times, the way that I have gotten fired. I'll put in the link for the video where I explain what happened when I got fired, so you guys can just, see that it was kind of fucking sketchy. But I feel like the way that I got fired was for a reason. And I was meant to work on my YouTube channel while I was unemployed. Like, I don't think that I should be going back to another job. I feel like there's a certain purpose of me being here and doing this for a living. And to me, going back to a job or looking for a job is like telling the universe that I don't trust that something is coming and I'm like getting a backup plan. I don't want a backup plan. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. My hair is giving me, it's overstimulating me. But yeah, I don't want a backup plan, because to me, having a backup plan is saying, hey, I don't trust the first plan, so I need to have another plan in case the first plan doesn't work. But I don't want to put out there that I don't think that the first plan will work. I do 100% believe that it will work. And I told you guys, I do feel this weird feeling for this month. Maybe the weird feeling I was feeling was the government telling me I have no money. Maybe that was what it was. But like the month literally just started. And despite the stress from this morning, a few hours later, my roommate got called for a job and she's hired somewhere. So, you know, we were stressed out this morning, but at least she literally gets hired at a job the day of that we're learning this shit. And she even talked to the people there, and they said that they might have a spot for me if ever. I'm still looking. I said I'm not, but just to know that I might have an opportunity there if stuff don't work, whatever. But it's not my plan B, because I'm telling you guys, I'm not looking for a job. Okay, maybe it's crazy, maybe it's I don't know, it's very delusional of me to just stay there and just live on the rest of the money that I have and trust so much in the universe that I don't need to look for a job right now. But it's just, I have put my dreams and my aspirations on the back burner for so fucking long, and I have never done or had so much growth, not only like me personally, but in like the stuff that I want and stuff that I've learned in a year. And I don't know, I want to fucking trust, and I just don't know. I want to keep following my dreams, and my dreams are to become a content creator and get paid to be myself and build a community, and you know, just do the things that I fucking love, because I'm gonna get miserable if I go back to a job. Let's be real. Like it's yeah. And anyways, so yeah, this little video is just to update you guys on what's going on monetarily. So I just wanted to put it out there. I am unemployed and I have no more money from the government, so I'm officially I don't know what's the name, but unemployed with no money, basically. Like I have what I have on my rent for this month and to pay what I need. But yeah, I'm locked in, okay? I'm really locked in. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I posted a short today, and I'm telling you guys, like, stuff is scheduled for a few days already. And like, I'm making shorts, I'm putting them in my calendar, I'm scheduling them, I'm posting them on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, okay? And I know I was complaining a lot before about the whole short content thing and blah, 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 but like, I gotta adapt. And what I'm doing is adapting, but not adapting 100%. I'm not doing the clickbaity stuff and then this and the this and the that and like all these like little tricks to make sure like go viral. All I'm doing is utilizing the shorts, because no matter how much I complain and whatever, that's just how it is nowadays. That's just how it works now. You need short content to fucking make your channel grow faster and better, apparently, because you guys saw it, okay? I tried to go the old YouTube route and posting one video a week. It took, look, for 6 months, I had like 100 subscribers in 6 months. And it's when I started posting a little bit more that I started getting a little bit more subscribers, and now we're at the 300 mark. But right now I'm just like, we gotta put all our eggs in one basket, okay? I've been telling people for years and years and years that this was my destiny. I've been telling people for years that this is what I wanted to do. I was telling people for years that I'm gonna be successful. I've been telling so much shit to a lot of people around me, and at this point, I think people are just sick of hearing me say it and not actually do it. And I've been doing it this year, and this month is gonna be, I just feel like it's gonna be a crazy month for me, because I am locked the fuck in. The content scheduled. I'm telling you guys, I'm not, look, I got a hair, you know, I got nice hair. I'm getting on my shit, because I gotta walk into my higher self, and my higher self doesn't look like a crackhead, okay? She feels herself. She loves herself. I'm that bitch. So I better start acting like I'm not that bitch. Like, look at me. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep on talking for nothing, but yeah, like I said, this was a little update. to let you guys know, because I also want to put it out there. I want proof out there. If ever something happens during August, like I said, I just had a feeling, there's gonna be proof. There's gonna be video proof that I said, hey, something's gonna happen in August, and then something happens in August. And that's just gonna confirm that I'm way more in tune, in line than I thought, and that my intuition is, so I don't know. I have a lot of confidence. And if I was wrong, I will admit that I was wrong. Okay, by September, first video of September, if nothing happens during August and I didn't lock in the way that I said that I was locking in, I will admit my faults. I will make a video and say, hey, I was wrong. I'm going to look for a job. Okay, but right now we're locking in for August, and we're just, yeah, I don't know what to say. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and put on the notifications. People keep saying that like YouTube's notifications are fucked. So if you want to get the notifications for all my shit, put them on. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.